Good morning students. Welcome to Adarsh Vidyalaya online classes. So we're going to see the next lessons, that is nutrition and health. So food is very essential for our life, for sustaining. So in this lesson we'll see about what are the food it is required for our body and how to maintain our health. So this is about this lesson. So basically that health, whatever you're taking in our food, it should be certain nutrients, right? So what is nutrients? So nutrients is the thing which is essential for our body. So there are different kinds of food in this world. So the food which is required for our body, that is called nutrients, which is essential for our body. It's called nutrients. Hope you understood what is nutrients. The food which is essential for our body, it's called nutrients. So there are different types of nutrients in our food. We'll see what are they. So what is nutrients? Nutrients is the food which is essential for our body, it's called nutrients. So different types of nutrients is there. We'll see what are they. First one is carbohydrate. Carbohydrates. This is the one of the essential nutrients. Next one is protein. Protein is essential. And next one is vitamins. Vitamin, essential nutrients. Next one is fat, minerals. So these are the 5 different types of nutrients which is essential for our body. Clear? Carbohydrate, protein, vitamin, fat and minerals. Clear? So we are going to see the further classes based on this one. Hope you understood. Nutrients is the food which is essential for our body. It's called nutrients. There are 5 different types of nutrients. One is carbohydrate, protein, vitamin, fat and minerals. So first we'll see about carbohydrate. So carbohydrate, if you take carbohydrate, it is an organic compound. It is an organic compound. It is made up of carbon. It is made up of carbon. It is made up of oxygen. It is made up of hydrogen. Clear? So carbohydrates are the organic compound which is composed of carbon, oxygen and hydrogen. Clear? So there are a thing which is example which comes under the carbohydrates are glucose. So glucose, sucrose, lactose, starch and cellulose, or these are comes under the carbohydrate. Clear? So glucose, sucrose, lactose, starch and cellulose are the examples of carbohydrate. So it can be classified. The carbohydrate can be classified into 3 different types. One is monosaccharides. Disaccharides. And polysaccharides. So monosaccharide, disaccharide and polysaccharides. So if we take monosaccharides, example is glucose. Glucose is the example of monosaccharides. If we take disaccharides, sucrose. Sucrose is the example of disaccharide. Clear? And if you take polysaccharides, cellulose. Cellulose is the example of polysaccharides. So how they are classified means based on the sugar molecules present in the carbohydrate. Clear? The carbohydrate can be classified into 3 different types. One is monosaccharides, disaccharide and polysaccharides. So polysaccharides are glucose. Example of monosaccharides are glucose, and sucrose is disaccharide, and polysaccharides are cellulose. These are classified based on the sugar molecule present in the food. So monosaccharide means they have only one sugar molecule. So example is glucose. Disaccharide means they have 2 sugar molecules. Polysaccharide means more than 2. They are called polysaccharides. So example is glucose, monosaccharide, sucrose is disaccharide, cellulose comes under the polysaccharides. Okay, next we'll see about the protein. So protein is one of the essential nutrients. So it is useful for body growth and development. It is one of the building blocks. So our growth is mainly depend upon this protein. So this protein, it is present in our diet. So how this protein is made up of? So this protein is made up of amino acids. So these proteins are made up of amino acids. So these amino acids which cannot be synthesis in our body. So it cannot be biosynthesis in our body. It should be depend on the food what we taking. Understood? So the proteins are made up of amino acids. It is made up of amino acids. So it is cannot be synthesis by body. They have to depend on the diet which is taken by the food. Clear? So there are 9 different types of amino acids. First one is phenylalanine, valine, threonine, tryptophan, methionine, leucine, isoleucine, lysine, histidine. So these are the 9 different types of amino acids. Clear? So proteins are made up of amino acids. So the amino acids are 9 different types. First one is phenylalanine, second one is valine, third one is threonine, tryptophan, methionine, leucine, isoleucine, lysine and histidine. So all these are very important. If you go for higher class also, these words will be come. So just memorize this word when you get time. Clear? So the protein, it is a building blocks of our body. It is useful for repairing or worn off tissues and body development also it is used. So it is made up of amino acids. Proteins are made up of amino acids. There are 9 different types of amino acids. Clear? Okay, next we'll see about fat and vitamins. So fat also one of the essential nutrients which is needed for our body. So it is used to maintain the structure of cell. So a cell it is a function unit of a body. To maintain the structure, the fat is very essential. So not only that, it is useful for normal metabolic functions. Normal digestions for a body it is used. Clear? So here the fat it cannot be synthesized directly in our body. It is not synthesis directly. It is depend upon the food what we taking in. Clear? It cannot be biosynthesized. It should be depend on the food what we eat. So there are different fat which is not essential. The essential fatty substance is omega fatty acid. So omega fatty acid is very important for our diet. Clear? And next is vitamin. So vitamin also one of the important or essential which is needed in our body in lesser amount. So this vitamins, they used to perform certain physiological function specific. One particular function can be done by this vitamins. So there are different types of vitamins you're going to see in later classes. Hope you understood about the fat and vitamins. Yes. Next we'll see about minerals. So minerals is one of the inorganic nutrients. It is inorganic nutrients which is needed for a body for normal biological functions. So certain organisms like us, they need minerals for their biological functions. So these minerals are found in our body in teeth. It is one of the constituents. It is found in our teeth. It is found in our bones. It is found in our blood. It is found in our nerve cells. And all these places it is found. So it is very essential for normal functions, biological functions. So there are 2 different types of minerals. One is macro minerals and micro minerals. So macro means many or more. Micro means less. So the minerals which is needed in large amount, they are called macro minerals. So if we take calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium and magnesium, or comes under the macro minerals which is needed in our body or food in larger amount. Clear? So micro means which need in lesser, which need less amount. For example, sulfur, zinc, iodine, copper, cobalt, magnesium. All these are needed in lesser amount. Clear? So these are called macro minerals and micro minerals. Clear? So they need more amount in our body or diet, they need in lesser amount. We should not take more this micro minerals. We should take only minimum amount. Understood? So this is about the macro and micro minerals. Hope you understood today's class. Today we saw about nutrition and health. So we saw about the nutrients, the food which is essential for our body. It's called nutrients. There are 5 different types of nutrients: carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals. So if we take carbohydrate, it is made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So they also provide energy to our body. So they need in maximum amount. So if we take protein, it is a building blocks. It is used to growth and development of body, and it is made up of amino acids. Then if we take fat, so fat also it is important, essential for our body. In this omega fatty acid is very important. Clear? So vitamins also they needed for our body. They used to perform particular function in our body. And next is minerals. Minerals, it is one of the inorganic which is found in our body, in the teeth, bones, muscles, nerve cells, like that. And there are 2 different types of minerals, that is micro and macro minerals. If we take macro minerals, they need in larger amount. If you take micro minerals, they need in lesser amount. So remaining part of this lesson will continue from tomorrow onwards. Thank you, students.